might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears?
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. The hits from the President Corporation just keep on rolling in. JFK 3, FCC, AM, FM. Holy moly. Engineered to be the very best. We're going to take a look at this radio today. We'll plug it in and play with it some. It's a new one, and it is a front-firing speaker, so it's already one that I'm digging. Right? Bluetooth mic, the DigiMic compatible, also with a noise reduction mic. I've done videos on both those products. Definitely something you can check out there, but definitely something worth looking into if you're, especially the Bluetooth mic, if you're in a state that is hands-free. So that's something you definitely need to know there. Skip scan, box built in, noise reduction circuit, automatic SWR, and automatic squelch control are included in this. Plus it has weather channel and alert. Let's see if there's anything of value here on the back I can share with you before we open it up. It does come with a mic, hanger clip, fused power cord, mounting bracket, and operating guide. Yeah, let's open it up. I want to play. I don't think I've ever gotten a radio from President that I didn't love right out of the box. I doubt this will be any different. Put that there, and we'll open her up and show you what we got. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the layout already. All right, so manual here. Of course, we got to have our President #1 sticker. And we have a variety of doodads here. I'll set these out and then we'll take out the main radio, and you're going to recognize this. Oh, look at this. I am fairly certain, but not positive, that this is a DIN-sized radio. I feel like it is almost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So let's take a look. We got one heck of a heatsink on the back of this thing. We do have our antenna out. PL259. We do have our power plug, standard 3-prong. We do have a Vox mic, PA speaker, and external speaker out on the back. The top, it's like ribbed, and it does have venting. It's really hard to see probably on camera, but there's little ribbed vents in here, as well as on the bottom. The bottom's flat, but we do have some ribbed vents there. The side, we have our mount for our bracket. And the front's where the money's at. We have a front-firing speaker, large screen, a variety of buttons. So channel up and down on this side are manual buttons instead of a knob. Variety of dual function buttons, one heck of a screen. What is that, a 5-pin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-pin mic, USB port, volume and squelch controls here. Okay. As far as what else comes in the package, we've got our mount bracket here. And then in this little baggie, we have the place to put our brackets, our little screws here, and a mic holder. Here's our power plug. There are some screws here to attach the mic to a spot in your car, the mic holder, I should say. And then we have our, it's getting to be classic at this point here, really nice mic from President here with channel up and down functions in there. Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I like that it's backlit. I mean, this is just, yeah, I dig it. Well, I'm excited. I'm rushing through this because I really want to play with this one. I love front-fire speakers. I wish more manufacturers, especially, that are getting into the radio game. You got so many of the antique radio manufacturers at this point, which are just kind of sleeping on the job at this, if I'm going to be honest. But President, obviously not one of those. They are constantly coming out with cool new stuff while everyone else just rehashes the same thing over and over again. One of the greatest pieces of technology to come out recently, honestly, is the fact that we got skip scan on these things where we can block out a channel if we don't want to listen to it, which I do that quite frequently because, honestly, channel 6 is kind of fun to share with you guys because it's always got something crazy going on. But beyond that, now for the day-to-day use while I'm driving down the road trying to find out traffic information, it's not exactly helpful to hear people screaming about whatever it is they're screaming about. Half the time you can't understand them because they're so overmodulated. But I guess it's a heck of a hobby for those folks, so we'll let them have their moment in the sun. All right, I'm going to finish plugging this thing in. Screw that, if I got this thing in here straight. There we go. And we'll get this thing set up over there. Let's take it to the bench, see what we can hear. Let's do it. All right, now that I'm looking at this on the bench, I think it's a little bigger than a DIN size, but I'm not positive. It could still be DIN size. We'll have to see. But let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Oh, would help if I turn power on. There we go. Let's try that again. Nice. Wow, is that a nice, big, easy to read screen or what? Oh, gosh. Man, I can take my glasses off and see that. I love it. I love it. All right, and backlit displays, backlit buttons. Nice. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. And we'll use the mic here to roll through the channels. I got a little talk on 17.
And it's got a small, tiny, like fuse in it.
Look at this.
Keep it from coming on in the house.
I'm going to give it a shot. How about you? Brake channel. I'm playing with a new President JFK 3. Just trying to get a comeback on this thing, see if anyone's listening.
And it'll do it. Give that guy a radio check.
How about it? Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm playing with, I just got a brand new President JFK 3, and I just want to see if anybody was hearing me out there. Is this coming across okay?
Radio check there, go ahead.
All right, I appreciate it, my friend. You have a good day. This is Farpoint Farms on the air, just laying you in there for that radio check. Hopefully coming across clear. I can hear you guys beautifully this morning. Right on. All right, let's roll up and see what else is going on. And, of course, Channel 6. Let's try another break. Brake channel for a radio check. All right, yeah, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Okay, so let's get into the features and functions on this thing. I'm sure y'all want to have that happening here, so I'm going to change my glasses so I can see this thing a little better. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I think that helps, yeah. I am not doing well visually these days. I swear it. Getting old sucks. All right, AM and FM modes. Long press. And we are turning on our weather channel.
Mostly sunny, 76 degrees. Asheville, partly sunny, 68 degrees. Atlanta,
Press and
cloudy.
hold again. And we're back over to AM. All right, we got scan, so I'll turn on my automatic squelch control. I can hit scan, and we're going to roll through the dial there, right? Cool. Press it again, it'll stop. Press and hold. And we got dual watch, so whatever station I was on, mixed with 9. Now, that's programmable as well, so I can change 9 out for whatever other channel. So in my area, 14 is a common channel for people to be on. 17 and 3 have started picking up traffic, mostly Tennessee stations, but I still get in there and get a copy as you saw earlier. And so that's also available. Press and hold that. Oh, yeah. Press and hold that again. We'll go back normal. All right, then we have A&L and noise blanker or both. I'm going to leave those on for right now. Hello. And then we got high cut. I'll put that on. We got, oh, that's function. I'll press and hold, and we got our memory switch we can change. And then we have emergency, 9, 19, these are programmable. And we press and hold, and we have Vox. Get rid of Vox on there. Awesome. All right, and then of course we do have channel up and down right on this thing. Right, let's get in the menu. You're going to press the function key here. And then you're going to press and hold it. There we go. And if we want to change it, you press the emergency key. We use our channel up and down. We're going to turn our Roger beep on. And then to store it, we do that again. Key beep, we want to change that to off and then store it. Scan type, 59 second there. Skip scan, we can turn that on or off if necessary. Dual watch set, yeah, I want to change that. So I'm going to change that. We're going to keep it at AM. But I want that to be channel, we'll make it 3, and then it'll be 3 and 19. Microphone we can change, Vox level we can change. Primary set in, SWR. You know, let's see what the SWR is. We have a nice flat SWR on this antenna. These Antrons are just lovely, aren't they? All right, let's go back in. Speaker light. So that light that comes on, you don't like it, you can turn it off. I'm going to leave it on for today. And then we can reset everything. I want to change the color, though. Oh, I like that green. Holy brightness, though. Blue is nice. That light blue is nice. Purple's always cool. Calling that yellow, I'd say that's green. And then back to orange. I'm going to keep it at this crazy bright green, but I'm going to change the dimmer down a bunch. Like so. Like, I think that's a little better, a little easier to see that anyway. Contrast, we can change the contrast on it. So if you want that to be really faint, or I want it to be really, really strong contrast. And again, depends on your truck or your car, how much brightness you have in your area. And noise reduction control set on the receive, and noise reduction we got on send as well. That's crazy. A really nice radio here. All right, let's get out of this. Get out of there.
In the daytime, especially in the morning, but you got to ease up on it the rest of the day and start again the next day or so, because you just get immune to it.
Nice, huh? I'm going to put the microphone a little closer to the radio so you can hear some of the conversations. They're pretty faint today, but they're coming in. Right on. Well, look, I guess I'll leave it at that. It's a nice radio. I am like just on the fence trying to figure out if that is actually a DIN size radio. If it isn't, it's within a fraction of an inch, and then probably a little bit of filing on the plastic. You can get that thing stuffed in there. I think for an in-dash unit, this is probably one of the best radios I've seen come across the table since. There's very few options. You've got the McKinley, you've got this, and you've got the elderly. It's no longer made new, but you can pick them up used. You got the Cobra 18WX ST2. It's a front firing speaker. Obviously, that's only AM. This is AM FM. Obviously, that one is getting on and long in tooth. This thing's got every feature and function. So clearly, a little more expensive for something like this, but you're buying it new with warranty and all the rest as well. I love it. I'll leave a link to where you can get one. I'll see you next time, my friends. Take care.